Hey guys, so making a video for you. I'm sitting outside, just leaning against the wall. I was kind of relaxing and doing some personal development. I never know where to look over here. Um, I was gonna do a live video, but I guess I have no connection out here. Um, Sorry if I look like a hot mess. I'm just straight relaxing and working, but I'm like working in my office and I don't have to like get ready or anything, so I've decided not to. Oh, that works. So I wanted to make a video because today is my 1 year anniversary of my last shift in the restaurant industry and working for a boss. And I kind of just wanted to share my experience about that, or with that, because it was a really freaking big deal. Like, who does that? Who gives their notice at a job and, like, doesn't go back and doesn't go to another job? Like, now I work for myself full time. So, a little backstory if you don't know. I have been working for myself as a Beachbody coach for 2.5 years. And my dog's eating sticks. Duke, stop eating sticks. What is his problem? Oh my god. He's crazy. So it's so distracting. Okay, so sorry, focused. 2.5 years ago, in around the summer of 2013, I basically was tired of waiting for my life to start. I was 26 years old. I think I was 26. That makes sense. I was 26. And I was a full-time student and I was a full-time waitress. Before I was a waitress, I was in corporate and I worked a 9 to 5. I was always in office jobs. I worked a 9 to 5 and then I would go to school from 6 to 10. And then I would I would go party and just do whatever because I didn't know what else to do. I was really bored. And well, then I left corporate because I was tired of the corporate lifestyle. It was so lame. I couldn't express myself, and I was just like, I hated seeing people get laid off all the time. It was just, I didn't like the politics. I was just not really into it. So I quit my waitressing, or I quit my corporate job, and that was like a first big step I did to change my life. Well, one of the steps. I've had like many transformations, I feel like. Then I was in school for exercise science and health promotion. And I ended up in waitressing because it was like fast and easy money. I could be more flexible with my schedule with school, and I could make more money working a little bit less than I was in corporate because it was so strict. But it was really difficult. I was super shy and I didn't really like it. It was fun. I learned a lot, but I definitely didn't want to be doing that forever. And that's why I was in school. I was in school for exercise science and health promotion. I wanted to be a physical therapist. I wanted to be a doctor because honestly, I wanted to be successful. I wanted to have a fulfilling life. I didn't want to be poor. I spent most of my life poor, like my whole life actually. Poor. I didn't want to be poor for the rest of my life. So I was like, oh, if I become a doctor, then then I'll be successful. Then I'll be able to be free. And turns out that that's not the truth, really. Like, I was about to be in over 100 grand in debt. And I would still be answering to a boss. I'd still have to ask for vacation time. I'd still be paying off loans for the rest of my life. And honestly, you don't make that much money. So I realized that it's not something I wanted to do. Plus, I started really learning a lot more about food. Like, believe it or not, while I was in exercise science and health promotion, I wasn't like this super healthy person. And I would still eat fast food and stuff, and I would still drink tons and tons of booze. I mean, that's college, right? I ended up doing studying on research because of some health issues that happened with my husband and myself, and I shared a video that I made like this time last year. I shared it again on my page, so um, if you want to take a look at that, you can. But that opened up this whole nother part of interest for me, and I was like super interested in public health. I was like, man, this shit's fucked up. Our food system's fucked, man. Like, I became more aware. I became vegan, and I like went all dramatic on that on my food, and which wasn't a bad thing. It was a great learning experience, and I realized I wanted to be in public health. So for the first time in my 6 years of school, I wanted to change my major because I like knew what I want. I wanted to be a doctor. I was super driven on that, and I was like all about my grades, and I had like this big ego around the title of that position. And I dropped out of high school, so it was like me making up for lost time, I guess. And so anyway, whatever. I ended up taking the summer off to figure my shit out, and that's when I found my coach on Facebook, and I saw, and that's where she told me about Beachbody and the opportunity to be able to coach. And she worked for herself. She had freedom to travel, and she owned her own time, and she could work from anywhere. And I was like, that's what I want, and I can still help people, and I can make an impact, and I don't have to follow the rules of the stupid food pyramid or whatever, which I was like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, I could do what I want and share my message and earn an income, and I was like, what? So that's when I decided to become a coach, and I was like tired of waiting for my life to start. I had like 6 more years of school left, and I was like a waitress, and I would like party all the time, and I'm like, well, what if I get pregnant because I'm married? I'm like, what if we get pregnant and I'm going to be sitting here working in this bar, you know, high intense. Like, I would have stayed there because it was like a family. We made good money, and it was fun, but I would not have wanted to do that pregnant, you know. So that scared me, and I was like, what else am I going to do? I didn't want to go back in corporate, so I ended up doing this, and I was also struggling with my health and my fitness and keeping on track because I was just like a wild woman. So yeah, that was 2.5 years ago. The first like hot minute, like it wasn't until July 2014 that I really seriously started working my business like a business. But that first year, man, changed my life completely. The personal development, the relationships that I built, the just the opportunity of being able to dream again for the first time, and having that passion reignited in my soul. And that's why I named my team Team Ignite Your Passion, because I want to do that for more people. I want to be able to share this with more people so that their passion can be reignited, because I was dead inside. So anyway, 2.5 years since I first decided to become a coach. Here I am. So much has changed. Like not even a year. So July 2014 to April 2015 is when I really was working my business, and that's when I was able to quit my job. April 2015, on this day, was my last day, my last shift ever, and it was awesome. It was a really awesome experience. And since then, I went on a trip to Cancun, Mexico with Beachbody as a rewards trip that you earn for helping people. I went to Tennessee. Like, I can travel and not have to ask for time off. It's a Friday and I'm sitting on my porch, and I'm not clocking into a shift right now. I'm not clocking out of a shift at my office job right now. I'm not having to respond to a boss ever, and I can travel whenever I want. I can make lunch whenever I want. I don't have to worry about rushing around and packing my food for my shift. I don't have to worry about, did I forget my apron, or oh shit, my shoes are disgusting because working in the service industry. I don't have to ask somebody if they want wine, or have to deal with a pissed off chef. I don't have to deal with office politics and corporate. I don't have to like do any of that stuff. I can be me. I can wear the clothes I want to wear. I can not wear clothes if I want to. I can we moved across the country to Bend, Oregon since then, like in the summer of 2015, and it's just so, like, I would have never been able to do that ever, 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 ever. And it's just insane. The freedom and the people that I get to connect with, and the fact that health and fitness is the foundation of my life, and that I get to share that message. And it's just been the most rewarding experience of my life. And it's only the beginning. Like, I spent 5 years at the same job in corporate, and I got total like a $3 increase. I think that's right, $3 or $4 increase over that 5 years. And I was a hard worker. I took work home. I was like trying to get creative and like find ways to do processes better. And like, I was on it, man. And it's just the way corporate is. Like, you don't get to climb to the top. You stay in your same position. There was no way for me to move to another position. That's where I was. And otherwise, unless I like went and got a master's degree in human resources or something, or I don't even know, like if I wanted to be the CEO, I'd have to go to business school. There was no way I can move up. And now I started at zero, just like everyone else, on the ground floor. And in 2015, I quintupled my income. That is a word I never used before, but I quintupled my income. And I want to say, sorry about the plane, that, for compliance, and also for just so you know, like, this is not some get rich quick whatever. This is a legitimate business. And, you know, the success of myself and of any coach in this company or on my team is because they work hard for it and they do the work. It's by their diligence and their skill and their level of commitment. It's not guaranteed to them. You don't just get showered in money or something. Like, you have to be willing to work on yourself and help people and lead with heart and integrity. And in the fact that your growth is dependent on you doing better and being better and becoming better and helping more people. This business is directly related to helping more people, and you can move up. You give yourself like, your income is based on your own efforts. So let's say you're like, I want to give myself a raise this year. You just work harder and you give yourself a raise. Like, it's not like in other jobs where you can bust your ass and pray for a 3% increase. I mean, come on. Like, that's crazy. And so I kind of just wanted to like share. My video is so long, I'm so sorry. I just kind of wanted to share my experience and where it came from, and the fact that I've been doing this full time for a year now, working for myself, having the freedom to travel whenever I want to and do what I want to, not have to ask for time off and not have to like worry about that ever again, and stress about a boss, whatever, firing me. Like, my husband's been fired, unfortunately, like 3 times because of stupid corporate politics and whatever. Since I've been a coach, he's been fired 3 times, or let go because they did layoffs, and I never have to worry about that. So I just kind of wanted to share my experience, and super grateful for being here a year from now or a year from then, and that I'm going to be here a year from now. And I'm excited to see where this next year is going to go and who's going to join me on this journey. So if you guys watch this 14-minute video, thank you. Let me know that you watched it. I'd love to hear your takeaways or your thoughts or whatever. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I know I will. I'll be sitting out here enjoying the sunset with my puppies, waiting for my husband to get home. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Okay, bye.